being asked to pay the bill. Not pay the bill, pay for your own meals and drinks. And I'm talking about where you know about it, not that you caught with your pants down or told at the end to pay for your own meals. I'm saying you know it up front. You know that you're invited for this function. And Anida is on YouTube. Thank you, Anida. Rain isn't as good as we thought. Well, Rain is what YouTube is on. Leon Munsami says. Problems with connectivity. So I'm saying you know up front. You've been told you pay for your own food and your own drinks. Mervyn is back. What's your comment on that? What's your take on that? Are you okay with that? So if you guys are online, just please commenting hi, hello. If you, so I can see your comments coming through, so I know everything is working. Sometimes it gets jammed again. Look, if it jams again on the Rain network, we'll have to cancel tonight and finish it off and see where we go tomorrow. Nadine Milligan says hi, Casey. Hello, Nadine. Charmaine Nike says you're back. How about I do the quiz entirely on YouTube? That's when I get people onto my YouTube channel. How about if we do that? That would be good. I think we should host it on YouTube. The quiz. Yep. Hello from East Eswatini. Naresh Sirup says, hi, I'm on. Welcome back, Naresh. Jennifer says, I subscribed. Jackie Munsami says, hi, Casey. Leon says, been in that position before, invited to a party, ended up paying for my own drinks and meals, never doing that again. Devi Mayer says, hi, guys. Good evening. Right. For those of you who are online and still coming online now, we were talking about being invited for both are working well, says Kritika. Thank you, Kritika. Is so on point and telling me everything that I need to know, like my technical advisor and my trusted PA. So maybe, Kritika, what do you think of hosting the quiz on YouTube? Don't invite someone to a party. And yeah, I think that might work on YouTube. Then I got people onto YouTube. Instead of making them subscribe, why don't I get them onto YouTube? Yeah, I think YouTube will be the way to go. Yes, Casey, YouTube quiz. That's right, because I can draw people onto my YouTube channel. They'll be forced to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is what I want to do. I want to bring people onto YouTube to be able to watch the quiz that he says. Yeah, you'd rather have it on one feed. If not, it would get tricky. No, I'm only going to have it on one feed, by the way, Kevin. Right, so anyway, welcome back, everybody. Got a few minutes to go. Much better here, says Stephen Governor. Right, so maybe we will go. The camera quality is better on my other channel, but YouTube. Anita says, also polite to offer your host to pay for your own meal and drinks. Also polite to offer your host. Tyler's coming in. Tyler is here with the bell. Lois says, older generation don't operate like that amongst Indians. Younger generation is acceptable. Problem is I've been with work colleagues who all pay. It's always short change at the end. People throw money in the center of the table, either short or don't pay the tip. Despicable. Yeah, that's a bad part of it. Let's try it on your YouTube for one show and see how it goes compared to Facebook. Yep, we must try that, Leon. Let's try that and see. Jackie says, got used to Facebook, can like and comment. Weird, yeah. Yeah, try it. Always new things. Jackie, new positions are weird. So guys, if you want to watch one of the feeds, maybe tomorrow we're going to go directly onto YouTube and so a setting there to see if you can get notification. Kritika will tell me that if his notification goes out. But anyway, let me give you my 2 cents worth on this inviting for a function and being asked to pay your own meals. Pay for your own meals. By the way, it was my wife's birthday recently. We went down to Tiger's Milk. It was only about 6 people, 8 people, and the cousins decided that they'll pay for their own meals or whatever, blah, blah, blah. But the night before, I had hosted them at my house and hosted everyone. And the next day, they said they will pay for their own meals. But I ended up paying the bill. He wants to join your YouTube feed. So Jackie, Italians all fight to pay the bill to show off their generosity. So let me tell you my version on this, right? And it's entirely my version. I get the whole fact that today's modern day or era or economic climate is the push towards the restaurants and you pay your own bill. I get all that. I don't think many people are surprised by it. They be told up front or know up front when you go into a restaurant, you will pay your own bill. I think it's only polite for the host to tell you that. And if you know that and you're okay with it, you're okay with it. But here's my bit of old school thinking, and some of you said that as well. Look, and that's what happened at my wife's birthday party at Tiger's Milk. The nieces all agreed and the sister agreed they'll pay their own bill. But when it came to paying the bill, I paid the bill. So let me tell you something. If you're hosting, this is my version. If I didn't have the night before function here at my house, right? Something at Tiger's Milk. For my wife's birthday, her 38th birthday, 40th birthday, 35th birthday, whatever, right? Nara Syrup says it's not ethical. Yeah. Let me tell you this much and tell me if you agree with me or don't agree with me. If you're having your son's birthday party, his first birthday, his 10th birthday, your daughter's 16th birthday, your son's 21st birthday, right? Or your 50th birthday, that party and that event is only an event if you have family and friends there. Tell me I'm wrong. There is no party. You can't have a party, you and your wife only and your children. It doesn't work. The essence of the party is to have people, family there. If you are inviting me to a restaurant and you ask me to pay and I choose not to come, as somebody said already, because I can't afford it, they'll offer to pay me. Will pay my meal, pay for my meal, because they want me there. Without me, without my wife, without my son, without that family member there is no party. It's not a party. You tell me I'm wrong. How often you invite people for a party and you wait for that auntie to come, that uncle to come, the little children to be there? If it's your child's birthday party and you invite 10 children and 2 of them don't come or 1 of them don't come, your son is or daughter is upset or disappointed that the child didn't come. Yes. Anita said it's a special occasion. It's a special occasion. It's not about them paying for the meals. You want them there. I want my niece there. I want my nephews there. I want my grandmother there. I want that auntie there. Because if I want my wife to feel special, I want her closest family, closest friends to be with her. This is my version. You may have your own version. This thing about inviting to a restaurant to pay for your own meals, I'm not it. It's not my thing. And smaller functions, few people, maybe I'll go along with it. But this thing about inviting family, especially your aunties, your uncles, your grannies, your sister, and you're just inviting, if they're not part of it. See, my wife, the niece and the aunties were all part of us going together, part of a birthday celebration. So they did stuff as well. I did stuff. So they were plugging in here and there. But in my version is that there is no party without your family. That's my version. There is no party without your family. So actually you need your family. Your family don't necessarily need to be there. That's my point. You need them. They don't need you. So how can you, who need them, 100% you need them, now you want them to pay for their meals? Come on. No. If it's a work colleague, different matter. It's a work colleague, you all go out in the work scenario, you all pay your own meals, whatever. Whenever I hosted everything, but I've never been reciprocated. Yep, Samendra, I hear you there. That's my version, but you can have your own version. I got no problem with you hosting it. I got no problem with those going and paying the bill. But even in the paying the bill, how often have you been to a restaurant, which I've been to, and then, Johnny Laz only going to fork out and pay, right? So let me end with that and say, if you can't host your family, even if you got a small house, even if you can't host a house party, invite them for a dinner that 5 people, 10 people. In fact, order food from Pick and Pay or a restaurant, put it if you can't cater. But hell, man, no, man. And a restaurant, and then you want a family. Now the sister wants to be there, must come with a husband and 2 children and fork out 800 rand, 1,000 rand for the night. I mean, come on. Carrying the dead cockroach in the pocket, you shouldn't have to pay for your friends to be there. If they care, they should be there. Not everybody has money to pay for them. Not right. Yep, that's right. That's my version, by the way. We need our family. If you're having a get together, and this is something that's inherent in Indian people. White people may not necessarily see it that way. Where you use example, take care. On point, I get. So it's been real. Yeah. So cooks easy food and entertain. Yeah, exactly. The night. Okay. Even if you want to host something at home and you can't afford it, or you can't afford, have a bring and share. Have a bring and share at your house. Put a 1-pole marquee, put a small gazebo, you got a veranda. Let me tell you something also, right? Let me tell you something also. If you're talking about, somebody mentioned, well, if you're close enough and if you're family, then they'll understand. Well, if you got a small house, and how many of you know this has happened in townships of Chatsworth? 2-bedroom house, 1 lounge, 1 small kitchen, whatever. But you can fit 20 people in that house, probably more. And it will be the best party you ever had. Anida, going to restaurant can be expensive, but you can have a function at home. That's right. If your people love you, love your mother, you can be in a Chatsworth house with a panel light chairs and 1-plate stove and whatever. And I've seen it and I've been in it. I've been in a situation where there's love amongst those family members. No sister and brother is going to say, oh, well, why didn't you make this? And where's the cold drinks? You only bought this cheap kui. You didn't buy Coke. Or what's this? Or what's that? Hey? No, come on. I'm totally against it, to be honest with you. And by the way, let me tell you this much. This happens more amongst the rich people. So let's ask, when I say rich, whether it's small or big, bring and share. Correct, Darren Morley. Now let me ask you this. More often than not, it's the people who got money, who are more affluent, do the restaurant thing. Answer me that. That's how I do it. I invite people for a personal function, my birthday, husband's birthday, son's birthday. I have a family get together. Long conversation. I'm going to just read that now. Shetla, true, make 1 pot biryani, bring your own dobs, best parties. It's more fun at home. Same story with people inviting few people to a wedding, but have a big night before. Totally disagree with this. Yep. So, I even forgot my last point what I was saying. Those are the best parties, home parties. Yeah, so who's going to make an issue about you having it in your own small house? Eh? If you love family, where's my... I don't see any problem with that. I had my last point. I forgot what I had said there. Well, somebody took my thing away. Good night, KC, says Badresh. We can organize, says Woldy. After 9 now, yeah. So we'll finish off with that point there. Yes, you're right. The rich make the... Yeah. So, last point was, I've always seen more affluent people do this and the poorer people host it at home. Affluent people invite you to a restaurant and you know you're going to pay. We had a party and each person cooked a traditional meal, take care of the food, says Ruben. Anita says, I love having my parties at home because it does not restrict us to time, karaoke and dancing. Rich people always do that. They have tried to spend their money. Stephen Governor is agreeing that he says rich people, more affluent people do that. I've experienced that. Yet I know people who are battling will prepare that 1 pot of biryani, buy the cheap cold drinks or juice or whatever, and host you at their home. So anyway, I heard of a friend who was having a party today. I thought it'd be nice if I just addressed that. Night Casey and friends tried YouTube. It's fantastic. Yep. So the guys are saying YouTube is the way to go, guys. YouTube is much better. Leon is on it. Jackie is on it. Anita is on it. And maybe you guys should go onto YouTube. I just hate the cleaning the next day for a home party. Come on, Tasha. Hire some cleaners. Get some people to clean. Come on. The neighbors, I have loads of friends. Also, rich people don't cook well because they buy food all the time. Mervin's also on YouTube. Thank you very much for joining in. And that's the end of tonight's program, brought to you by G-Force Tires. Sorry about the feed, but get onto YouTube. The guys are enjoying YouTube. and I'm thinking of maybe hosting the Hazrat Nizam Ghani, hosting the quiz specifically on YouTube. Let's see if that works out. Nishan Dukran says good night, guys. Tasha says good night, all be safe. Leon on YouTube and gang on Facebook. Kritika says good night, everyone. I am coolly the power of one. Agreed, showing off in a restaurant because they don't want people in their home. Correct, Kasturi. A lot of them don't want visitors to upset their home, so they take them to a restaurant. Naresh says not all Lanis are like that. Well, I didn't say all Lanis are like that. I said it happens most often with people who are affluent. Bottom line, rich people have small hearts, poor people have big hearts. True story. Good night also, Stephen. Rich people have small hearts, poor people have big hearts. Well, it's a generalization, but I think you get the point. Don't be upset if you're either one of those people or if you're an affluent person. Understand that a lot of affluent people behave in that fashion. Comes from experience that we talk about this. Right, that's it for me. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful evening. Tomorrow, remember the quiz. The quiz is going to be happening on YouTube. I think that's where I'm going to host it, on YouTube. I can see the comments clearly. I think the feed is good. I think you won't have a problem with connection problem. I'll get a direct connection onto YouTube. Yep, I'm going to actually move it onto YouTube. Naresh says night, I won't stop show. Thank you, Naresh. Always your favorable comments. Thank you. Shamin Chetty says night, Casey, take care and stay blessed. Thank you, everybody. Right, say good night. Rich people invited my kids to the kids party and the Brai marshmallows. Yeah. Preshlan Chetty says good night all. Naveen Narilal says very good topic. Thank you, Naveen. Jackie says use my Facebook emojis. Use my Facebook emojis. Naveen says very good topic. I got that one there. Yup. YouTube comments looking better. I can see it. We haven't had a problem with the feed. So I'm definitely going to change that poster to say YouTube. It's going to be hosted on YouTube. Yup. I decided that now. I'm going to change that poster and say it's going to be hosted on YouTube. Right. Thank you for watching. Have a fabulous rest of the evening. From my side, remember to always keep it mother, and the name is Casey, and I'm out.